Hey yogis, it's Brittany here at Yoga Nurture, and today I am at the beautiful studio here in Mademoiselle Fitness and Day Spa in London, Ontario. And what I want to show you today is going to be a sequence that is going to primarily tone the arms and also your core. So if you have wrist pain, such as carpal tunnel, or you have arthritis and it hurts for you to be on your hands a lot, putting pressure into the wrists, then this may not be for you. You can try it if you would like, but just make sure that you are not pushing too far or that you are causing yourself pain. We have other videos that you could check out that perhaps wouldn't attack that so much. Also, if you have knee trouble, and it hurts for you to be kneeling on a hard ground and maybe your mat isn't enough, then feel free to roll your mat up underneath or place a blanket underneath your mat for a little bit more support there. So we're going to be starting in our hands and knees today. So find your way onto your hands and knees. The wrists are directly underneath the shoulders and the knees are directly underneath the hips. Take a look at your hands. Splay the fingers, spread them wide, middle finger facing forward to line up the wrists properly. Press the fingers into the ground, the knuckles into the ground. This is going to help alleviate the pressure off of your wrist. So it's not going to take it all away, but it's going to take a huge chunk off. So make sure that through this entire sequence, you're making sure to press the knuckles into the ground, gripping the ground like you want to take a piece of it home with you. So on your next exhale, pull your right knee towards your chest, round your spine, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin. And inhale, set the foot back like you're going to go into plank pose or the top of a push-up. On your next exhale, pull your left knee towards your chest, tuck it in, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Inhale, set the foot back. You should now be in full plank pose, the top of a push-up. If you would like a little bit of the intensity alleviated, place your knees down on the ground for this sequence. On your next exhale, pull your right knee in towards the chest. And then inhale, set the knee back where it originally was. Exhale, pull the left knee to the chest. And inhale, set the knee down. And we're right back where we started. On your next exhale, take your right knee to your chest, hug it in. And inhale, place the foot back towards plank pose. Exhale, pull the left knee in, tuck it. You're probably already feeling this in the arms. Exhale, send it back into plank pose. On your next exhale, take your right knee to the chest, hug it in, try to paste that knee up against your belly. And then inhale, set the knee back down to center. Exhale, bring the left knee to the chest, tuck it in. And inhale, set the knee back down. One more time. Exhale, pull the right knee to chest. Inhale, set it back to plank. Remember, you can keep your knees down if you need to. Exhale, pull the left knee to chest. And inhale, set it back to plank pose. Exhale, pull the right knee to chest. Inhale, set it back down, original position. Exhale, pull the left knee to chest. And then inhale, set it back down. Set yourself back into the heels. So just lift up and sit back on the heels. Let's interlace the fingers and roll out the wrists. If you're not used to doing yoga, this may be a little bit intense for you. I understand that. So take your breaks whenever you need to. So just a couple more times, rolling the wrists a little bit, stretch it out the arms, shaking it out. And then make your way back onto your hands and knees. Once again, gripping the ground. This time we're going to send the knees back just a little bit behind the hips. So not directly under, but just a little bit behind. And on your next inhale, drop the hips towards the ground. And then lift the shoulders back and down. Sail the heart through the arms. Exhale, press back into child's pose. So you're going to pull back the hips and settle them down on the heels. Let the forehead rest on the ground. On your next inhale, pull the belly towards the spine, roll up and wave forward. Exhaling, setting down the hips, and inhale, pull those shoulders back, look up for cobra. Exhale, press it back into child's pose. Inhale, lift up onto all fours, round the spine. Exhale, settle the hips down. Inhale, lift the heart through the arms, cobra. And exhale, press it back into child's pose. This time we're going to inhale up again, and then exhale, set the hips down. Inhale, lifting the shoulders back and away from the arms, and away from the ears, and we're going to pull the heart through. This time, lift the feet behind you, a full front body stretch. And exhale, press it back into child's pose. Inhale, bring it forward again to cobra. The feet follow. Full front body stretch. Exhale, set it back into child's pose. One more time. Inhale, lift up, and then lower the hips to the ground. Breathe. Remember to breathe. And this time, we're going to tuck the toes under and lift our hips to downward facing dog. So if you need to, take a chance here to just sit back on your heels again and roll those wrists out. It takes a long time to strengthen our wrists. There's a lot going on inside the wrists, and when we don't use them and we just sit in front of computers all day like we do, we don't really get a chance to work them out. So I understand if this is a little bit difficult, just give it time. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Once you're in down dog, plant your fingers into the ground. Remember to grip the ground. Press the knuckles into the ground, the finger pads. Sail the hips back, pressing the hamstrings towards the back of the room. Let your heart melt towards the center of the mat. And let your head hang. Shake it yes and no. On your next inhale, press the belly towards the spine and round the spine as you press forward to the top of a push-up. Exhale, drop the hips, and then inhale, lift the heart through the arms for cobra. Exhale, press it back into downward facing dog. If you would like, you can come up onto all fours again, hands and knees, and then lift the hips for downward facing dog. Inhale forward, find your way to cobra. And then exhale, press it back to downward facing dog. Inhale forward to cobra. Exhale, press it back to downward facing dog. This time we're going to inhale forward, find your cobra pose. Remember to sail the heart through the arms, but this time lift the feet behind you. Bring the heels close to the sit bones, full front body stretch. And exhale, tuck the toes and press it back to downward facing dog. You're probably feeling this in the arms right now. Just give it time, be patient with it, don't get frustrated. Inhale, bring it forward to cobra. And then exhale, pull it back, press it back to down dog. One more time, inhale forward to cobra, lifting the feet behind you. Exhale, press it back to downward facing dog. And now drop the knees onto the ground, settle the hips back onto the heels, and find child's pose. Forehead is resting on the ground. So your arms are probably burning a little. But please note as well that maybe the core isn't burning, but it sure got to work out. The arms take a lot of pressure here. We're strengthening the arms in this sequence. So once again, if you're feeling that burn, just remember that it's because you're getting stronger. And just keep practicing this sequence, and you may find that your endurance gets a little bit more and more, and that you can do more of the sequence, or you can do the whole thing through without stopping. So just keep practicing, and if you have any questions or comments, feel free to let me know. But just here in child's pose, just stay here, or you can get up very slowly and start to roll the wrists a little bit. Just take a few breaths, relax before you get back into your day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Once again, questions and comments are always welcome, and I'll be seeing you around. Bye. Hey, Yogi.